I want to do a day 42 garden tour. We've done so much in the garden beds over the last 42 days. And I just wanted to show off kind of where we are at. We did a huge deck cleanup this weekend. We power washed, we moved around the furniture, we put the grills over here and put the deck furniture over here, just to make some better paths to like the gardens over here and then the garden beds over here. And so we just love how it works. Let me tell you, a power washer, that thing is amazing. I love using it. It's so rewarding. So it looks lovely. Okay, as I head over to the garden beds, I'll just tell you some of the things that we've done over the last 42 days. We took out a cherry tree right here. We trimmed up the lilac. We took a bunch of branches off of this cottonwood tree. And we also purchased some herbs to add to the garden beds because the herbs that we had planted by seed just were not taking off. So we just made the executive decision to purchase. So we'll just do a before shot of garden bed 1. Garden bed 1, when we started doing videos on day 19, just really tiny little bitty plants, but we were excited about the plan that we had and how we were seeing the garden beds functioning. So this is garden bed 1. And then now look at garden bed 1. This is where garden bed 1 is on day 42. We have some parsley. We have basil, calendula. We have spinach that's just not doing very good, but we're hopeful. We have our radishes across the front. We have arugula. And now we have some oregano and calendula over here. And then this is all carrots. And you can see a few of those little guys in here popping up. Marigolds, these will be tomatoes. We're actually in the process of hardening them off. So they should go out here in the next week or so, as soon as they're ready. Okay, let's take a look at garden bed 2. When we first started, look at how tiny everything is. It's kind of crazy to think how far things have come. So here is garden bed 2 today. Look at how big these radishes are. It's pretty incredible. We have spinach. We added oregano, Italian oregano, rosemary. We added we added some cilantro over here. We have our arugula over here. We have some random red leaf lettuce within our Walla Walla onions. We have marigolds in the back. And then I think that's actually it. We have calendula in here. I'll show you what garden bed 3 was in the beginning. Everything was so teeny tiny. I feel like garden bed 1, 2, and 3 were very similar in nature in the very beginning. And then as time went on, garden bed 3 was just the star of the show. Take a look at garden bed 3. The radishes are just crazy right now. The spinach is looking amazing. We have now some Italian parsley back here. We have rosemary in the corner here. You can see the difference between the marigolds here and the other marigolds in the other beds. They're pretty crazy, much bigger over here. These are our bush lake beans in here. We have sugar snap peas right here, red leaf lettuce, basil, and obviously calendula in here as well. I do have a lot of bare spaces in some of the beds, and I'm just sort of letting it go for right now to see if some of the other things will take off and kind of fill in all those spaces. I want them to feel full. We do plan on putting tomatoes in here and right here in bed 2. They are in the process of being hardened off, so those will be coming soon. Then once these radishes come out, I think we are going to plant beets. We've been really enjoying beets lately, and so I think we're going to replace them with beets to see how they do. But now that the sun is shining on garden bed 1 and 2 a lot more, I really do think that they will start to catch up and we'll start to see a huge improvement in the other beds. Let's go take a look at the potatoes. Okay, so potatoes. I haven't shown these in quite a while. They are really taking off. We've put another layer of dirt in here and another layer of hay, and they are just doing so well in here. So we'll just keep going, keeping our eye on this. This is going to get completely rocked. We started rocking it right here. We're gonna lay down cardboard all around here and here, and we're going to rock like this whole area here around the potatoes to kind of finish this area off a little bit. A couple of the new plants that I've bought are doing so good. So this is a Brunnera. I just got it and it is doing really well. I'm super happy. I can't wait to show you the before picture of when we just first got it and how small it was, and now it's a lot larger. It's probably doubled in size. Our rhodie is doing okay. It's got some flowers are dying on it. They need to be popped off. And then I want to cut it back, and hopefully next year it'll do even better. The deck herb garden has gotten some additions that we purchased in full disclosure. So we purchased this parsley, an Italian parsley, the same one that is in the garden beds we purchased for right here. Sorry, there we go. This is a parsley. Basil, we got a little bit of oregano, Italian oregano. We got some more rosemary. And then this oregano was already in here and starting, so it was fine. And then these chives were already in here. And then I grew some chives in my greenhouse that I'm going to add in here tomorrow. But again, just doing really well, and I'm very happy with things are going in this garden bed. And I guess it wouldn't be an update if I didn't show you the poppies today. They have just been coming in one after the other after the other. They're gorgeous. I love how they just bounce around in the wind. So stunning. I just turned this today. But these are dianthus, and they've been blooming, but there's tons of blooms on it. And then, of course, my allium has got tons of blooms on it as well. Okay, this one might seem a little unfamiliar, but this is the little cutie that I got from the greenhouse quite a while back. I'll show you a photo of it when I first got it. So darling. We loved it. The bees love it, but I just deadheaded it. So there are some buds on it. So I'm sure that those flowers will open up soon. And then these little guys down here, these were the ones that I rescued from, I think it was like Marlene's. They were giving them away, and I just thought, well, I'll take them. Why not, you know, see if I can get them to thrive. And they are just doing so good in here. There's so many blossoms on them. And I'm just so thrilled to see all those cute little purple flowers. Last but not least, the flower beds. So these are the flower beds. Now these are all flowers that I started in my greenhouse inside the greenhouse, and then I brought out here, and I didn't harden them off, so they kind of stalled out a little bit, and now they're kind of coming back. So I have nasturtiums, I have snapdragons in the front, I have some cosmos in here, I have calendula in here, I have some zinnias in here, and then in the back I have a hummingbird mix that I just tossed in there, and you can see it is already got so many little flowers growing in there. These two beds right here, they like dry, barren wastelands right now, but they are zinnias. So I did the giant whites and the lilybet salmons over here, and I'm already seeing little guys pop up in here. You can see that right there. See a few of them in here. This one over here has a little bit more popping up, but very exciting to see some flowers growing in here. Of course, these look a little bit of a mess, but they will look beautiful soon. We're just so grateful for just the work that we've been doing back here and all the little successes that we're seeing in our own little backyard. I used to be really jealous of people's backyards. I used to always think, wow, they have an amazing backyard. Like, that's pretty crazy that they could even do all of that in that backyard. And I used to feel so jealous of it, like, sadly. But I realized it doesn't just get that way. They're out there working all the time on their garden, and that's why it looks so beautiful. And I'm starting to see all the little things every single day. Each little tiny thing that we do is like a small thing. Some of them are big things, but the small things that we've done have really started to pay off, and we're starting to really see the benefits and the rewards of just working hard out here. And sometimes it looks like a hot mess, and you just think, oh gosh, we've done a lot of damage back here by all the little things that we've done, like all the trees that we've taken down. And like, you can see the pile of wood that we have there, and like the area by the potatoes that just drives me crazy. There's a lot of areas that I wish I could change, like right now, but that's okay. Like, I know that a couple more days and that place will look as cute as the other places, and then we can move to the next little spot and work on that a little bit. So yeah, in the future here, I have a video coming up where I'm going to be talking about these gardenias that I bought. I purchased, I think it was 5 gardenias. 4 of them were the hardy gardenias. The other one I'm not exactly sure about. I'm going to check on that to see what that is, but only 2 of them have made it, and I'm not exactly sure why. So I'm going to walk you through using AI, Claude, to diagnose and see what's wrong with my each of my gardenias. They're all in very different places. They're all in very different soils. They're in very different light circumstances. So I can't pinpoint what exactly went wrong. And I guess if I'm going to kill a plant, I might as well like learn from it. So I'm going to kind of walk through that process with you with each single gardenia. And we're going to do some research on it together and see exactly what went wrong. So stay tuned.